a white elephant gift party tonight with my friends, and I'm supposed to take either a favorite treat or a dish. And so I'm going to show you something that you can quickly put together that is simple and easy, but is also going to look like you put quite a bit of effort into it in the time of year when you're being invited to a million different Christmas parties. Okay, when you go to the grocery store, look for a pineapple that has a decent top. Obviously, that's a little difficult sometimes in the winter, depending on where you live. I'm in Utah, so this was the best that I could get at my local grocery store. And we are going to cut off the top. We're gonna set that aside and then just continue cutting up our pineapple. Go ahead and cut your pineapple in whatever way you normally do. There's a million ways to do this. Just make sure that there is a flat piece that is big enough to make a star out of it. That is what we are going to use for the top of our Christmas tree. And this would be a lot easier if you have a cookie cutter that's the shape of a star, but I just figured out how to cut one out. The first one didn't look pretty, I'm not going to lie, but then I started almost tracing a star with my knife in the way that you would as if you were drawing it out as a kid. And then I created 3 stars all together, so I'll have 2 on the plate and then one that goes on top of the Christmas tree. You can choose whatever fruits that you want for this fruit platter. I put quite a bit of pineapple into mine because I feel like that's usually people's favorite fruit that they go for. And then I also added in blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, grapes, and then a couple of orange slices. But this is a really affordable way to take a treat that looks like you put a bunch of work into it. If you don't have a pineapple on hand or you don't necessarily love this idea, I'd refer you to Pinterest. There's a ton of great ideas on there. One thing that I did debate doing was doing a wreath with fruit and a lot of raspberries with some mint leaves underneath them. That was adorable as well. Okay, so in order to build our Christmas tree, we are going to take the crown of the pineapple. Apparently, that's what the top of the pineapple is called. I had to Google it. And then we're going to gently take the leaves on the very top and just kind of bend them over so that that tree can stand up on its own. And it's actually very sturdy. I was a little worried it was going to fall over as we were in the car, but it stayed in place really well. Then take a couple of toothpicks and then lightly push those into the top of the crown through the pineapple. And that is going to be the star on the top of our Christmas tree. If you are super ambitious, then you can make yourself a fruit dip for this. I bought one at my grocery store, so I had that as the center in front of the Christmas tree, and I just started placing fruit around it. I put the oranges on the outside just because I felt like they would keep the rest of the fruit in and on the plate while we were traveling to the party. And then I did some blackberries before figuring out whether I wanted to keep the Tupperware container that the fruit dip came in. Didn't look good, so I found a bowl of my own, set it in the front. My plan was once we got to the house, I was going to put the contents of the fruit dip in the bowl. So then you can just continue placing your fruit around your tree. Like I said, I did quite a bit of pineapple. It got eaten the most for sure, and then grapes, raspberries, and blueberries. Okay, for the final, but I think the most adorable part, you are going to need powdered sugar. And just take that and sprinkle it over the crown of the pineapple, and it looks like freshly fallen snow on the pineapple leaves, and that just makes it adorable. This is the final product. Everybody at the party commented on how adorable it was, and during the holidays when you're eating so many treats, it's kind of nice to have something healthy and fresh around. I hope this was helpful. Follow along for more.